Hello and welcome. This is Sports This Morning, reaching from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Thanks for joining in. My name is Austin Okonakpan, action-packed world of sports. What are you talking about? There's so much to talk about. There's football, there's Formula One, and of course, we'll talk about the US Open that will resume next week, Monday. Let's talk sports now. The under-20 women's national team, the Falconets, today dreaming big as they take on Korea Republic and in the semi-finals game of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup right there in Canada. The Falconets looking for the second final fixture. Look good to get it after Peter Derevo's team has shown good character from the start of the tournament. They believe that they have what it takes to defeat Korea and make it to the final. The Falconets dreaming big right there in Canada. Let's leave the women now and talk about the senior men's national team. Yes, the Nigeria Football Federation has released a list of 23 players that will execute Nigeria's 2015 African Cup of Nations qualifying matches against the Red Devils of Congo and South Africa's Bafana. Some players that have missed out of the team are back, players such as Chinedu Obasi Obuke and the likes of Joel Obi and even Sone Aloko. But then it's still a coachless Super Eagles team as the technical committee of the Nigeria Football Federation are yet to finalize a contract for coach Stephen Keshi. In tennis, we'll get ready for the 2014 US Open, the final Grand Slam of the season, and the seedings are out. And the Morris slipped down to 5th, while Novak Djokovic has been seeded number 1 for the championship. Not forgetting Roger Federer is seeded 2nd, and Stanislas Wawrinka is 3rd in the seedings. In the women's category, I'm sure you know it's either Serena Williams as top seed or Serena Williams. In Formula One, that guy on your screen is a record breaker. He's just 16, yet to become 17, and he's signed to race for Toro Rosso next season in the Formula One. It looks good, and then coming into the Formula One shows as a young lad, he will be breaking record. Let's come back home now. Sports This Morning on Channels Television. Some games were played last night in the playoffs of the UEFA Champions League. Arsenal and Besiktas played a goalless draw right there in Istanbul, but both coaches believe that the team gave their all. We'll let you see some highlights of that game, and we'll come back, we'll talk. Stay with us.
Jack Wilshere, this is Giroud. And Sanchez has stolen it back. Cut back to Cazorla. Still Cazorla!
Well, Sanchez is the man that's got them going. Really, with his positive contributions.
Oh, a slip which may let Demba Ba in here. It's Ba for Besiktas! It's wide.
Well, how many chances like that will they get during the course of the night? Slaven Bilic knows that that is a golden opportunity wasted. It fell to the right man, it seemed.
Wouldn't it be just like Arsenal to go straight up the other end here? Clipped over the top beautifully, and it's missed by Olivier Giroud. Well, what a ball, though, from Ramsey.
What a ball that was.
Pektamek couldn't take it in his stride. It's really opened up in the closing moments of this first half. Down goes Ramsey.
That was Callum Chambers there, really should have done better. But once he's cut inside here, Demba Ba, you think he's going to slot it.
Well, two big chances right at the end of the first half. Demba Ba rolling wide. Olivier Giroud not able to take one for us.
Olivier Giroud got close, Demba Ba got closer, but none of the teams could find the back of the net. And at the end of that game, it was Arsenal 0, Besiktas 0. So the second leg will actually decide the team that will make it to this year's UEFA Champions League. Sports This Morning on Channels Television, wherever you're in the world watching us, we invite you to be part of the show. Yes, you can be part of this show. We're very active on the social media platforms, on Twitter, or channels_sports, and on Facebook, or channels sports. Tonight, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, the under-20 women's team, the Falconets, will be playing Korea DPR right there in Canada, talking about the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. Peter Daredevil believes that his team can make it to the final. With what you've seen so far, do you think the Falconets can make it to the finals of this year's FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup? Talk to us. Twitter, it's channels_sports. On Facebook, with channels-sports. Now let's talk sports. Cosmos Chukwuemeka joins us this morning on the program. Cosmos, good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here this morning.
Okay, we're still talking about Nigeria's under-20 women's team, the Falconets. Big dream for them today when they take on North Korea.
Yeah, big dream for them. Of course, they will want to surpass the semi-finals and that they got to. That was okay. They got to the third place, and they want to get to the finals. Matching the record of the Falconets of 2010. Yeah, sometimes ago I said scenario in 2010 is kind of playing out again, and let's hope on this time around they are really doing good. They are playing well. They are winning all their games with high margin of goals after the struggle of the first and the second match, but then afterwards they've been really good in all their matches, and against New Zealand they were really effective. So we hope that today against Korea DPR, a very important country when it comes to women football. They're really good. They have really won laurels in competitions like this. So it's really going to be a tough one. It's not going to be a stroll in the park for the Super Falconets like they had it against New Zealand. So we hope that at the end of proceedings today, by 11 o'clock p.m., Nigerian time, we should be happy that Nigeria has got into the finals of a major FIFA World Cup. Okay,
let's see him on your screen, Peter Daredevil. He believes that he has a team that has the right attitude. That's the word I think they should use when they take on North Korea. You saw them against New Zealand there. It was a tale of Asisat Oshola and Uchechi Sunday getting a brace each to beat New Zealand by 4-1. And of Cosmos, in that game, we saw 2 early goals. I think if they do the same thing tonight, then they're a little bit safe.
Yeah, so far in their last 2 matches, their last couple of matches, they score very early goals, and when they score that early goals like that, they end up winning the match, and they end up getting, how I put it, some sort of advantage. Now, if you look at this game against Mexico, they allowed Mexico to play, and Mexico scored first, and before they came back to score, and it was a very difficult game, and it ended a draw. But afterwards, Courtney Dike got the fastest goal ever in any FIFA Women's World Cup, and from there, Nigeria starts rolling. So if they can be able to do that, then definitely we'll hope that the Super Falconets will win their match and get to the finals.
In trying to evaluate this Falconets team, I think that game against Mexico is one they should go back to watch because it tested their character.
It tested their character. And of course, this one against England as well, they probably thought England was going to be a very easy country to win. And England scored first. Now, if you look at the toughest games that Nigeria has had so far, their opponents scored first. Mexico in the first game scored first. England in the third game they scored first, even if Nigeria eventually won the match. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that they should just make sure that they score first, and then try as much as possible to, the right attitude, like the coach has said, to make sure that they defend and they do not concede.
Daredevil says he knows the North Korea team. He says he knows the coach, and of course he believes his players can do it tonight. What else do you think he should know?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, yes, he might know the coach, he might know the North Koreans and all that, probably because he has met them on several occasions. But I feel he should try as much as possible to get his tactics right. This is a time he really needs to get his tactics right. And when he gets his tactics right, it's not just going to be the attitude. If the tactics are good, techniques are good, the players are really playing according to instruction, and the formation is really good, with the attitude and the Nigerian spirit, we are not going to leave that out. And definitely we should be able to get this one against North Korea.
So that's it. The Falconets dreaming big at the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Canada. They beat North Korea, then they make it to the final, and at that stage of the competition, you need to keep your eyes on the prize. So from us at Channels Television, all the best to the Falconets as they take on Korea DPR, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. And the other game, a cracker, in any way you want to look at it. Germany taking on France. This one, it can just go anywhere.
It can just go anywhere. Very difficult to call. Germany, one of the best. We are champions in 2010. France actually won the World Cup, and they have a very good grassroots system, youth system when it comes to female and, of course, the male football. So it's really difficult one to say, but I'm thinking we're going to have the same finals we had in Germany 2010.
So victory over the North Koreans on tonight will reward the Falconets with a final ticket against either Germany or France, and then they'll be able to play at the Olympic Stadium